Hello, and welcome back to the #1 debate show in Bulgaria, Master Debatin'. It's me, your favorite guest host, Tiddly Dingus. Let's take a moment to meet our two guests. First, we have Schmock Cheeks, who is very noble but very incestual blood. And our other guest, Sour Cummings, who once married, divorced, then remarried a sheep because true love doesn't come around twice. As always, our guests are absolutely clueless to the topic. Almost nothing they say is accurate, and none of it matters. Today, we're going to be debating what is better for parties, beer pong or card games. Let's hear our contestants' opening statements. Schmock?
Thank you, Nate. Now, I'd like to argue that card games are the far superior party game choice, simply because there are more of them and it's easier. Thank you.
Wow, compelling argument. Sour, your rebuttal?
Right, so I'm going to argue that beer pong is a better game than card games because it riles people up and it's just a better and more fun game in general to play, especially in a drinking setting.
Right. So 8 out of 10 house parties already have a table at them, and one of these games is usually delegated to play. So, Sour, only 4 people can play beer pong at a time. Do you think that prohibits the atmosphere of the party, like not as many people being involved in the game?
I actually don't think that's an accurate statement. Just because 4 people are allowed to actually play the game, there are so many other people that can be involved as spectators. They can cheer on their teammates, they can pick a side, and
They can also get in the way.
Just because they're not throwing the ball doesn't mean that they don't have to cheer and participate as spectators.
But if there's more, I feel like if there's more people, then there's more chances that those flimsy-ass balls that you use, I haven't played beer pong since the whiskey riots, those small balls that you use get lost in translation. They could get hit under couches, they can get stepped on.
When you're drinking, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. People are like, oh, the ball went away. We'll find it. Oh, there's another ball. Like, no one cares.
So if you run out of balls, then what happens?
No, you never run out of balls. You
balls?
find it. And there's always, I've never run into a situation where, okay, we lost a ball, maybe it went under the couch. There's always another ball around, and we make it work.
What if the table's too low?
The table's too low?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Y'all got a coffee table in your house? Low table.
So, I think we can all agree that both in beer pong and sometimes in cards, losing any piece of the setup is detrimental to the game, because losing one card can sometimes sacrifice the whole deck.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but if you lose one ball, you can go to another game like Flip Cup or Stack Cup. You don't need another ball for that. You can do one ball for those games. So it's not really that detrimental. You can always find another game to play.
I am pretty sure you do need 2 balls for Stack Cup, actually.
You do.
So that's inaccurate.
But, like I
sorry,
stated
Schmock.
before,
I think you might be getting your games mixed up.
but like I stated before, if you
what?
I've never run into a problem where like you can't make it work. Like I'm sure someone at another house or someone around has another ball. Like it's really not a problem to find another ball. It's
So
really,
in suburban Ithaca, you're gonna walk up
like
to.
he said, 8 out of 10 houses have
That's
have
still
a
2
ball and have
houses.
equipment. So you
Bet
can,
those 2
you
houses
can
got deck
easily
of cards
find
in
a
'em.
ball. It is not that hard.
Schmock, you said earlier that you think that cards have more variety. Can you tell us a little bit about the variety that card games can provide?
Surely. So now, I'd like to bring up a point you were saying before. If you lose a card, it could be detrimental for some games. But if you're going to be using the cards for a drinking game, you could play a host of games such as Kings, Death Box,
Right.
Get on That Bus, Asshole. You know what? There's
But
a
I'm
lot.
going to interrupt you right there because you can play a lot of other games with red solo cups and balls as well. Like I said before, you can play Stack Up, you can play Flip Cup. There are a
But
bunch
what if
of
you're
other
not good at
games.
them? Like me,
Who
myself.
cares if you're not
I'm
good at them? You're
particularly
drinking. No one should care.
Yeah, but then
It's
I
a
end
fun
up
setting.
then I end up face down in a ditch.
Yes.
What?
Exactly.
No,
Exactly.
you won't. That doesn't happen
But
very
if I
often.
get schooled, if I get housed in these said games.
Okay, then you can be a spectator. You don't have to play. You can still have fun.
So, Sour,
You don't have to feel embarrassed.
Sour, do you think that Pong is a more competitive game and has a more competitive atmosphere than most card games?
Yeah, I think it has a more competitive atmosphere, and I think it's also it's a fun atmosphere as well. So yeah, it can be competitive, but you can make the game how you want to make it. If you want to make it more fun and not as competitive, you can. If you want to make it competitive, you can make it competitive. It's really
so
up
trying
to
to
you
say
and your
that
friends.
cards are only for prisoners and old women?
I think
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to ask you both to give your closing statements as to why you think yours is the superior party game. So we're going to start with Schmock.
Superior. Yes, as I would like to state again, trust in the heart of the cards. Thank you and good night. Good
And I
morning.
would like to say that beer pong is just
Trash.
a game that brings people together. Whether you want it to be fun, whether you want it to be more competitive, it's up to you. And it's just a better game than card games. Thank you.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. I want to thank our two guests, Smock Cheeks and Sour Cummings. Truly, people. Truly, these are women of the people. Maybe next time they will shower before they come to the studio. And if you have a debate idea at home, send us a postcard via carrier pigeon, and it just might get aired in 6 to 8 weeks. Tune in next time where we debate the 50 Shades movies. Are they porn? Next time on Master Debating.
I remember